What do you think about master and slave? Yeah. What is master? What is slave?
Could be host and client.
Host and client. Yung? Mr. Yung?
Yeah.
How about thinking?
The boss and employees.
Said employee. You can get hired, Bruce. Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. More, almost the same. Is to mean that slave have to follow master opinion, master thinking, master acting, and people can accept to master, slave cannot anything do. This concept is a master slave. So master slave refers to master and slave relationship. Relationship is a master, a slave. Yeah. Same boss and employee. To put it a bit harder, it is a relationship between the commander and the receiver. Yeah. Only commander. Someone, only someone can receive. In this structure, one person becomes the manager and control everything else. Yeah. On the contrary, yeah, peer-to-peer. Yeah, P2P, peer-to-peer. I will peer-to-peer. I like this one.
Alright.
Yeah, because I wanted to. Can I say this? Okay, so I wanted to download some another things, another movie or something. So I usually use torrent. Yeah, torrent is this concept of peer-to-peer. Yeah, not master slave. We are saying you and me same. Yeah, the peer-to-peer relationship are established in the sense of mutual management. Yeah, yeah, really different. There are some mutual management. It's peer-to-peer. The master slave is commander and the receiver. The master slave characteristics are summarized as follows. A master slave is a type of interconnection in which a person becomes a manager and controls everything. Or if you become a manager, you have whole thing. The opposite of master slave is peer-to-peer, as I told you. So where is it used? The master determines the actual data to be the master, which information to propagate to when and manages where it's spread. However, in this structure, it is inevitable that the role on the master side, such as when there are probability of slave for one master is increasing. Yeah, any slaves. This means, for example, this server is master. This server can also master. This architecture, we have some Oracle server, Oracle RAC. RAC is mean real application cluster. So sometimes this is a master slave and peer-to-peer is mixed type. For this server, so origin can handle this data. Also, this server origin handle this data. But they are mutual, some can handle some this data and this data can handle. How can I handle? This communication consists of network And if some data update or delete, they some inform to here, and they will change this one. Opposite same, delete and update, so inform to this one. And some data is have this origin, but some data is not. So even if each server is caching the same data, it means that this server caching this one, this server caching this one. Same data, one side is always the master. So when we change the master data yourself, of course, when you change the data that is not your master, you are sure to get confirmation from the master. When I change this data, some cannot directly this server, so can ask this one, because doesn't have ownership. So when install this Oracle RH cluster, they have at least some can get 2 SID, 2 listener, and 2 this one, each others. Nowadays, I'm not sure about this project. Now they can change some their main concept.
So it's about security, not performance.
Security, not performance.
Big concept. Because the purpose, not big concept.
How?
I
Please
see
just some more out.
I mean, I see that the purpose of big concept is related to security than performance.
Security. So sometimes can relate. So there are network, so have to separate. So only some their private network, some using is recommended to Oracle vendor. So when changes some, for example, so this network and this network but must separate concept of some recommend this Oracle vendor. But sometimes some can using the same line, but there are have to banning low performance. So when this point some Oracle vendor some cannot warranty. So this line is really so many have some transfer and receive many data. Yeah, so recommend the separate in this line. So Oracle their wording use is mean that data fusion. Yeah, fusion is mean that some mixable. Yeah. Why some use fusion? So is mean that flexible. So finally, some let's look at advantages and disadvantages of master slave. Advantage is the implementation is easy because there is only one administrator. So no have argument, only one dictator, just only other. You have to follow. Can easy. The communication is reduced because only one order. Yeah, because there is no need to synchronize. no need to any discuss about the processing between slave. Disadvantage is when the master is gone. Oh, okay, I will next time. And it cannot be managed. And for example, so master has gone. So who control slave? No head. The load of master is increased because master have to manage something to himself. Yeah. So they have to get many overhead.